What's up, YouTube? Today I want to talk to you guys about something that's been bugging me for a while. And for people who want to support me, Mall Toys are doing a deal for you guys for 100%, one purchase only. And you can use LOS L4856 as a code if you want to buy anything from them. And it's a really good store, so I really hope you guys come here and support. Thank you. And it's CX. I want to explain this video, but let me clarify this first. I clarify that this is not to be really taken seriously. This should not be like an uproar debate or anything like that. This is just me venting. I just wanted to vent out real quick. It's about something that's been bothering me about CX. And to start off with it is that the lack of defense and stamina types you could have in CX. Now, of course, you all gonna say, "Oh, Emperor Blast, Pegasus Blast, Emperor Might are good CX defense types, stamina type." No, they're not. They're not. Because the thing is, they could beat out every single blade, a lot of blades, right? I said not every single one, but you get it. They could beat out a lot of blades, but they can't deal with Wizard Rod, Silver Wolf, Shark Scale. They can't deal with that stuff. The thing is, when you're playing competitively, of course casually, yeah, if you feel as though you want to play that stuff, but I'm talking about competitive nature here, and they're not that better than all three of those. Even Shark Scale as a stamina type is way better than Pegasus Blast, Emperor Might as a stamina defense type. And the thing is, Will isn't that crazy impressive to be beating all three of those, because the thing is, I don't even believe that they could be more better than X or S tier. I don't think a single CX is deserving of that title. Yeah, just because he's being used so much, Pegasus Blast is still not an S tier to me. I don't really full on believe that. I don't think a single CX is that good. The thing is, you're not gonna go to a tournament and be like, you know what? I really wish I had Pegasus Blast on me. You're not gonna lose and be like, oh, I wish I had the CX on me. You're not gonna do that. The only time you're ever gonna say something like that is with Wizard Rod, Shark Scale, Silver Wolf, or something like that. You're not gonna go to a tournament and be like, damn, I really wish I had Emperor Blast on me. No, you're not gonna do that. You can win without a CX. You don't need it. And it's been proven times and times again. So it'll be super weird for people who gonna get mad at me for that. They be like, "Oh, yours is wrong." Da da da. I went to tournaments with all CX deck and won with it. You know what? That part is fine. Actually, I believe you go to a tournament and win with an all CX deck or do top cut with it if you take an all attack type CX deck. But my concern is I want a straight up defense and stamina CX bag. I don't want no altercation or anything like that. I tried my best to take a Wizard Arc trans kick to it to hopefully help it a little bit more, but it didn't help at all. It still burst. Because the thing is, you put stamina defense type bit on a CX bag, I guess because it's so far up that it's even worse burst resistance. And the only thing that helped them is Hexia, and Hexia is not that crazy on them either. Hexia still burst, and any other recall is still burst. And I know I'm gonna get bashed for saying stuff like that, especially about Pegasus Black, because they're gonna love that damn thing. And I love it too. I actually do love it. I love CX as a whole. Like, design wise, it's just so beautiful. It looks so great. But performance wise, nothing to me screams out unique CX. There's not a single CX besides Hell's Reaper that really is a must buy, because Hell's Reaper has something that's very valuable. It's a kick. Other than that, you don't really need CX. None of the CX are really a must buy. Pegasus Blast is the only one you can really consider as a must buy. Emperor might seem like he's becoming a must buy because he's actually really good at defense, but he still can't beat out the problem matter of the format. Silver Wolf and Wizard Rod is going to mess him up. Even Shark Scale on a stamina bit could mess him up. But he's still a very good bay. Actually, I actually like the way he looks, and he don't hit too hard for me. I don't know if it's just because it's the way I was using him, but even with a ripcord, he didn't hit too hard. So I'm gonna try it as a defense type again later. But yeah, I don't see it. I don't really praise it either. I don't think it's gonna be that great. I just really hope one day we do get a CX that could be worth a stamina and a defense type, because I'm getting tired of just making all of my CXs attack type. I want to have an all CX deck that consists of my playstyle. And that's why I told you guys, this is really personal. This is not really to be taken seriously. This is just personally to me, because my playstyle is having one attack type, one balance or another attack type, and then one stamina defense. I can't do that. And it's just so heartbreaking to do that with, because I just really want CX to be really that good. I wanted to prove people wrong that CX could actually win tournaments with like a standard build, like a standard deck. And I'm just not really all in for attack. I don't trust it. My honest opinion. I actually just love the safety of the stamina defense, really. But other than that, I don't see CX being really that great. CX to me is just not that great. Literally, even Emperor Blast is to me it's not that great either. I'm testing this combo. I don't think this is just a test combo. This is not to be taken serious. Anyway, this part is okay, but honestly, you want to be really honest with you, putting these together kind of seems like it's hindering a little bit on the defensive stamina type, because if you're having more heaviness, you're kind of destabilizing yourself because it's heavy now, so you can't really be so fluent and everything like that. I don't think a metal lock chip is really warranted. I don't even think it's a must buy. I can't say, oh, it's going to help you greatly. And a lot of people don't realize that when you take this thing off, it's just no real life difference. It's just more weight for the attack, but instead of defense, it's not really that helpful. It actually hinders you a lot more. And the thing is, I've been seeing recently that Pegasus Blast is not being used with a metal lock chip anymore. And even after Emperor Might came out, I don't really see it that often because it's not really that worth it to get for it. Like I said, not a single CX besides Pegasus Blast, and that's still a big old, reach. It's a must buy. They're just not must buy. And of course, there's a lot of opinions about what's good on a tier list, things like that. A tier list could be a lot of things, especially in your own opinion. It could be your own kind of thing where you say like, Wizard Rod's a S tier because da 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 da, right? And my opinion on a tier list about it, I don't believe that X should be on there because it's nothing better than S. That's the whole reason of a tier list is S, and that's about it. I guess because it's just a sell at certain things, But my thing is, just because you have a high usage rate, it doesn't mean you're that crazy good either. Because you could say, okay, let's just say this, because Rhinohorn is a fan favorite of people, and when he was out, he was being used by a lot of people because everyone loved Rhinohorn, right? Just because he had a high usage rate back then, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on it, but he had a high usage rate for a Bay like that. But doesn't mean he's really that good. Because no, look, he was never really considered meta, but everyone liked to use it because it's a Rhinohorn, right? They'll say something like casually, yeah, he's really high usage, but competitive he's not high usage. I can't remember how it went back then, but don't quote me on it. But okay, so the better example, Silverwolf went down in usage, but it's still a high meta pick. Usage does not mean anything sometimes. Sometimes it just means that a Bay is really used because it's either liked, it's okay in a meta, or something like that. The usage is not really defined a tier list. Of course, the Wizard Rod is something else. Phoenix Wing died out a little bit because the other base has been coming out. So he died out a little bit, but you wouldn't consider Phoenix Wing to be bad or he's not a meta pick. He's just not being used at the current moment. Night Bell got outshined by other bays, but it doesn't mean he's not a good meta pick. He's more of a rogue pick now. I don't know. But of course, you're not going to agree with something like that. I mean, you define your tier list in the only way you define it, right? That's why a lot of people have their tier list looking all different and things like that. But that's it for me, honestly. That's all I really want to talk to you guys about. Just me venting and things like that. I just want a stamina defense type CX that stays true to that, because this is more attack oriented. I don't know why they even call it stamina type when it's so much better at attack. But yeah, that's it for me. If you like the video, like, subscribe. If you don't agree with me, then tell me in the comment section. Of course, a lot of you might not do it, but hey, who knows? Yeah. That's all I want to talk about. Link in the description. You guys want to follow my other social medias, because I'm actually on TikTok a lot more recently and on Twitter a lot more recently. It's showing off about stuff. But I did bad at tournament, and I was just disheartened about it. That's all. But I'll see you all later.